Yeah, I'll do.
Mhm. Mhm. Who's done the
Okay.
money magnet practice?
Good evening, madam.
Good evening, Subrata. How are you?
Fine, madam.
Good evening.
How are you?
Hi, Ashika. Good, good, good.
Hi.
Yes, Abhishek.
Yes, money magic practice I did on all 3 days. What I observed, not money in return, but I became more positive towards seeing money. Like earlier, as we discussed in last class, I used to get worried for some if I have to make some future payments and I am not having that money. I used to get worried, but with the practice, now I stay thankful that I will have that money. So that worry feeling has eliminated, and I am becoming more positive towards that. So
Wow.
that is one benefit I think I had from the last session.
Wow. That's fantastic. Fantastic.
And I would like to share one more thing that thank you paid. There is one exercise that if you pays any bill, write thank you paid. So that I am following from last like our previous year session that we did. So I prepared one Telegram group, and whatever bill I pay, I take a screenshot of that and write on that thank you paid. So I am following that from like 1 year
Wow.
for most of my bills. So that helps a lot in become in having a positive mindset for money.
So why were you doing only half exercise for 1 year?
Yes, that only half exercise. That's why I think I was worried for future bills. So, but during last 3 days, I have become more positive towards that.
Good, good, good. See, any negative feeling is only going to take you away from your dream, like we saw on the feelings chart. So worry is below the line, right? It's it it's natural for us to start worrying, but
Yeah,
we need to look at it more positively so that we can at least come into a state of satisfactory level.
Yes,
Do you have that chart, Abhishek Handy? Can you share it?
I can share in a minute. I have to like it will
Okay.
be in the group, right? So
Yeah,
give me a
yeah,
minute.
yeah, yeah. Hi, Hashika. Any experience?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, today we can.
Okay, great. It's working. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I've missed a few lessons because I've been away on vacation and then I got really sick when I got back home. And I must say that the magic has been the one thing that's actually gotten me better. It's very weird. I went through the session that we did on the health and wealth and, being showing gratitude for your health. And every time I drank water, when I had the severe cough and I couldn't speak, and I was just battling with chest pains and things like that. And every time I drank the water, I showed gratitude for it. And like I said to myself, this water is healing me. And each time I take a sip, the cough's going to disappear. And like just showed gratitude for everything in my body and my organs. And within 2 days, I was able to get out of bed, which I didn't for 2 days before that. So I felt like that practice helped, and rewatching the videos had also reinforced everything. So thank you to the group for that.
Wow, wow, great. So, Harshika, only correction in your sentence that yeah, the body is getting healed, cough is going away. We
Okay.
don't want to concentrate on anything that we don't want. Your sentences have to be affirmative.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not coughing. You know,
Oh, I'm not called.
yeah, yeah. So you just have to say, I'm, fine. I'm fit and fine. I'm healthy, or whatever.
Okay.
But
Okay. So
don't.
we don't use the words not. Is that right?
Yeah, we don't use the word not, and we don't use any disease, any kind of ailment or whatever, because law of
Okay.
attraction says that we are going to attract those things in our
More of
lives.
that.
So
Okay.
only talk what we want to talk, what we want in
Okay.
our
Okay. Thanks.
life. And did you see any money magic since you were missing? I mean, you weren't able to share that day.
Oh, yes, I did. I think I wrote it in the chat that we went up to Table
Yeah,
Mountain.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, and we went to book for tickets, and they told us, no, you only book for two, so we saved on two.
Yep, yep.
Yes.
I remember. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Anyone else wants to try share?
Shivani ma'am, I found that feeling chart.
Yeah, just share it quickly. Let's just go through it for the benefit of everybody else.
Is it visible?
Yeah.
It's visible, but it's very small. Yeah. You have to probably increase the size.
So I think Abhishek, it is from the chat. So
Okay.
if the chat is visible rather than the, and everybody is giving gratitude to their food and water while drinking.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have a magic to share that I'm in Goa and I've come on a very impromptu holiday, decided at 3 o'clock, packed and took a 7 o'clock flight without
Oh,
any without any pre-plan. So that's the magic. And I had a beautiful Christmas over here. So
Amazing.
okay. What do we see in the feelings chart? Okay. And the white line in the center dividing between the yellow and the black. Okay. So whatever you want, it will attract that into your life. Okay. And the other, everything what you don't want also will get attracted into your life when you're in these emotions. So either of the emotions are attracting it in your life. Okay, so now what is it that when if let's take if you're taking money as example, money is easy to talk about because it's tangible, right? So when we have the fear, when we are worrying, when we are guilty, or when we have some kind of hate, or we have even a lot of times we have anger and revenge feeling towards money, or we are blaming other people, or we're criticizing the cost of something, okay, or we're very annoyed. It could be with the economy going up, the government making new rules, GST, tax, etc. All these emotions towards money is going to take is not going to make us richer, is going to make us feel more in poverty because all of these things are that we are complaining about money. Okay, it's very natural to feel fear, worry, to feel some kind of when we have shortage of it or when we don't have enough. But the moment you start doing gratitude for what you have, the feeling can come. Let's just come into this satisfactory feeling that okay, we've been given so much, and future will also be, when the need arises, it will be given to us. So even if we come to this level of satisfaction, at least we are going to attract what we only want in our lives. So it's very, very important to keep this chart, keep wondering what kind of emotions are you emoting. And it could be for anything. I could be in anger with my relationship, but anger is just an emotion. The uh, universe is going to catch the vibration of anger. They are not going to understand that the anger was not towards money and was towards a relationship or something. So we just have to be aware of what feelings and what emotions we are emitting continuously every day, every moment of our lives. And we've got those mood shifters, right?
Yeah.
So for some time, use it. Okay, right now I don't want to worry about it. Use it. Use whatever shifts your mood to get you out into any of these above feelings. Yeah, Abhishek. Okay. So it's just negative feeling towards anything over positive feeling. So it's not like I've never worried about my health, but why is my health going bad? If you are used to being generally worried about something, you're attracting worry in your life.
Yes.
Let's come to today's chapter. Who's going to read for us?
I can read.
Yes. Okay, Priya Bhabhi. So, Abhishek, you'll share the book, day 10.
Magic, magic dust everyone. No duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Saint Am-
Let's look at the picture. Abhishek, can you share the picture on?
Yes,
Yes.
I did that.
Yes, thank you. Yes, what do we see in this picture?
magic dust all over.
Yeah, but on who?
On
A
people,
lot of people.
lot of all over, on everybody.
Yes. So just absorb this picture. This is what we are going to learn how to do.
Hmm.
Yes, Abhishek.
No duty is more urgent than that of returning hands. Saint Ambrose. Ancient spiritual teachings say that what we give to another person with a full heart returns to us 100-fold. So being grateful and saying thank you to any person, to another person for anything you receive from them is not only urgent, it's vital to improving your life. Gratitude is a powerful energy.
Yeah.
And so whomever you direct gratitude,
1 minute, Priya Bhabhi. Just hold on. Yeah. So no duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks. Most of the times we are embarrassed to say thank you, or we feel awkward to say thank you, or we feel इसमें thank you क्या बोलने की बात है? What is the need to say thank you? But Saint Ambrose, he's a saint. He says that it's the most urgent and vital uh, thing that you need to do to improve your life. So, thanks and being in gratitude will return to you 100-fold. So, maybe one thank you is going to give me an opportunity to receive 100 thank yous, a moment where I can be thankful 100 times. Yes, Bhabhi.
gratitude is a powerful energy. So whomever you direct gratitude's energy toward, that's where it goes. If you think of gratitude's energy looking like sparkling magic dust, then when you express gratitude to another person in return for something you received from them, you are literally sprinkling them with that magic dust. The powerful positive energy in magic dust reaches and affects whomever you sprinkle it on. Most of us make contact with many people every day, whether on the phone, through email, or face to face, at work, in stores, restaurants, elevators, buses, or trains. And in many cases, the people we make contact with deserve our gratitude because we are receiving something from them. Think about the people you encounter on a typical day who provide you with some kind of service, like those working in stores or restaurants, bus or cab drivers, customer service people, cleaners, or the staff at your work. The people who work in service are giving themselves to you, serve you, and you're receiving their service. If you don't say thank you in return for their service, then you are not being grateful and you're stopping the good from coming into your life. Think about the maintenance workers who keep our transport systems working safely and those who maintain the service of utilities such as electricity, gas, water, and our roads. Think about the cleaners of the world who clean our streets, public bathrooms, trains, buses, airplanes. hospitals, restaurants, supermarkets, and the office buildings. You can't personally say thank you to all of them, but you can sprinkle them with magic dust by saying thank you next time you pass one of them. And you can be grateful next time you sit at your clean desk or walk on a clean sideway across a polished floor. When you're at a cafe or restaurant, sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you to each person as they serve you. Whether cleaning the table, giving you the menu, receiving your order, filling your glass with water, serving the meal you ordered, clearing the table, giving you the bill, or giving you change. Remember to say thank you each every single time. If you are in a store or supermarket checkout, sprinkle magic dust and say thank you to the person who deserves you, who serves you or packs your groceries. If you're traveling by plane, sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you to the check in person, the people in security, the person who checks your tickets as you board, the cabin crew who greets you as you enter the plane. During the flight, say thank you to the cabin crew every time they perform a service for you. Serving drinks and food or removing your plate or trash is a service. The airline thanks you for flying with them. The captain thanks you, and the crew thank you. So do the same and thank them as you leave the plane. And every time you take off and land at your destination, say thank you because the fact that you can fly is an absolute miracle. Be grateful to those people who assist you in your work, whether they are clerical staff, receptionists, canteen staff, cleaners, customer service people, or any of your work colleagues. Magic does them all with thank you. All of them are doing you a service and they deserve your continued gratitude in return. Store assistants, waiters, and waitresses work very hard to serve people. They have chosen a job to serve other people, and serving the public means encountering all kinds of people in varying moods, including those who are ungrateful. Next time you are being served by another person, remember that the person who is serving you is a precious daughter or a son to parents, an irreplaceable brother or sister to siblings, a mother or a father to a family and children, and a loved and adored partner or friend, and they deserve your kindness and patience. At times, you may encounter a person in service who behaves rudely towards you or doesn't give you the attention you think you deserve. It may be more challenging to be grateful in these situations, but your gratitude cannot be depending on another person's behavior. Choose to be grateful no matter what. Choose magic in your life no matter what. It might help you to remember that you don't know what difficulty someone might be going through at the time you connect with him or her. They may be feeling unwell, they may have just lost a loved one, their marriage might have just ended, or they may be in desperation and a tipping point in their life. Your gratitude and kindness might be the most magical thing that happens to them that day. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Philo of Alexandria. If you thank
Yeah.
someone on the
Okay, so right now, what did we see? That each of us in our lives, we encounter loads and loads of people every day who help us in with their services. Are we being grateful for all of them? Go back into our lives. The moment I just step out of my house, okay, forget the house help and everybody, let's go outside the house. Okay, the moment I step out, my corridors are clean, my lift is clean, staircase is clean. Am I being grateful to the society staff? Or if I see one day some dirt, am I yelling ki ye kachra kyun hai idhar or whatever to them? But what about the 29 days when I see everything spick and span? All right. And what about the liftman who opens the door when I walk in, walk out? What about the security in the building who make sure who's coming in and out of the building is taking care? So every moment when we are walking on the streets are clean. Okay, there are traffic cops keeping the traffic in order. Everything is happening so so correctly, and each and every one is responsible for that. If we are using train services, if you're using bus, even if you're not using, because there are bus services and train services, there are millions of people who go to their work, come, or even my staff comes home to do my work because of these services available to them. So the moment we start reading this, we realize that there are too many people that we can be grateful to, which they are subtly helping us in our lives, but we don't show the gratitude. So today we are remembering those people during this exercise. The other thing the book is bringing us is that be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. There are times when we go, somebody is not behaved well with us, or not giving us the kind of attention we want, or is serving us very badly. It can be difficult, but we can at that time also just assume and say that okay, that person is also a human being. He or she is going through a bad phase in their life or a bad moment, and be little considerate and be kind to them. Okay. Yeah, yes, Priya Bhabhi.
If you thank someone on the phone for his or her help, don't throw away your thank you. Instead, give the reason why you are grateful. For example, thank you for your help. Thank you for going out of your way for me. Thank you for giving me so much of your time. Thank you for resolving the situation for me. I'm very grateful to you. You will be amazed at the response from the other person when you do this one simple thing, because they will feel your sincerity. When you say thank you to someone in person, look at his or her face. They will not feel your gratitude or receive your magic dust unless you look directly at them. You have wasted an opportunity to help that person and to change your own life if you say thank you to the to the air, or say thank you as you're looking down, or say or thank you while you are on your cell phone, because you're not really sincere when you do that. A couple of years ago, I was in a store buying a gift for my sister. The store assistant who served me listened to what I was looking for and then
Just
went
hold
on a
on.
search.
Yeah. So this is what most of us do. Even if we say thank you, we just throw it in the air. Okay, we are most of the times okay, just for the heck of saying it, we say it. Ki acha, like somebody has given me something. Acha, thank you. I'm not looking. I'm not acknowledging. I'm just saying it out of habit or saying it out of courtesy. So today the book is saying that it's wasted when you say it in the air, when you don't say why you're grateful. It's just wasted. And when you waste an opportunity to say thank you, what it's also wasting your own opportunity to change your life. The book is telling us that one thank you can make our lives different. So every opportunity that we can say thank you, we should take that opportunity, right? So when you're saying thank you next time, try and look at that person, try and tell that person why you are saying thank you. So it feels more sincere to that person and not just, हाँ, thank you, खाली बोलने के लिए बोला है. Yeah.
A
A
couple
couple
of
of,
years ago, I was in a store buying a gift for my sister. The store assistant who served me listened to what I was looking for and then went on a search for the perfect gift as though it was for her sister. As the store assistant handed me the bag containing the perfect, beautifully wrapped gift, I received a call on my cell phone. I was finishing the call when I reached the front entrance of the store, and suddenly an unsettled feeling swept over me. I immediately returned to the store assistant who had helped me, and I not only thanked her, but I told her all the reasons why I was grateful to her and how much I appreciated everything she did for me. I showered her with gratitude's magic dust. Her eyes filled with tears, and the biggest smile you've ever seen swept across her face. Every action always has an equal reaction. If you really mean it when you say thank you, the other person will feel it, and you will not only have made another person feel really good, but your gratitude will fill you with an indescribable happiness. That day, I walked out of the store indescribably happy. I don't use magic dust only for the people who serve. I use gratitude's magic dust in all kinds of situations. When I say goodbye to my daughter before she drives to her home, I feel gratitude for her having arrived home safely. I wave my fingers in the air and imagine sprinkling magic dust over her and her car. Sometimes I sprinkle magic dust on my computer before I begin a new project, or sprinkle magic dust ahead of me before I walk into a store to look for something in particular that I need. My daughter uses magic dust when she's driving, and if she sees another driver who seems to be stressed or is speeding, she sprinkles magic dust over them to help make them feel better and keep them safe. Today, take gratitude's magic dust with you for the people who work in service and look for every opportunity you can to sprinkle magic dust on everyone by saying thank you. Take at least 10 people who perform different services you benefit from today. It doesn't matter if you don't get the opportunity to do it in person, you can mentally acknowledge the person whose service you benefit from. The magic dust will still reach them. As for example, mentally say to yourself, I'm really grateful to the cleaners who work through the early hours of the morning, making sure that the streets are cleaned of trash every day. I've never really thought about how grateful I am for that service, which is done like clockwork every day. Thank you. Make sure you keep count of the people in service you are grateful for so that you know when you have thanked 10 different people for their services and sprinkle magic dust on them all. If you imagine the sparkling magic dust falling over people when you thank them, you have a picture of what really seems in the invisible with the power of gratitude. What uh, You have a picture of what really happens in the invisible with the power of gratitude. With this picture in your mind, it will help you to believe and know that the magic dust of gratitude really does reach people and that it will be available to help them to improve their lives. And every time you sprinkle magic dust over another person, it also returns to you in your own life. If you're at home today, then sit down with a pen and a journal or on your computer and go back in your mind recalling instances where people in service went out of their way for you. It may have been someone on the phone or it may have been a person who was determined to resolve a problem for you. Maybe you received a great service from your mail person, the trash collector or recycling companies or local store assistants. Make a written list of 10 instances where people in service helped you and send magic dust by saying thank you to every one of them. Magic reminder. Read through tomorrow's practice today because the practice of day 11 begins when you first wake up. Magic practice number 10. Magic dust everyone. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful, reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. 2. Today, sprinkle magic dust on 10 people who perform services you benefit from by thanking them directly or otherwise by mentally acknowledging and thanking them. Feel gratitude to them for the service they perform. 3. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. 4. Read through tomorrow's practice today because the practice for day 11 begins when you first wake up.
Thank you, Priya Bhabhi. Abhishek, can we stop sharing the screen? So, a very, very beautiful practice. Okay. And very simple, very easy practice. All you have to do is mentally, or you can even do the sprinkling like this, you know, how we sprinkle. And you can visualize different colors or sparkles. Everybody knows how what color, like sparkles coming out, and that falling on some person or on something. Like for people who use your computers, you can, you know, put your magic dust on your computers before you start your day, before you want to open an email, before you want to open a letter. If you're like my sister, she, you know, I have a 3-year-old niece. From 3 years old now to now she's 5, for last 2 years before she goes to school, my sister puts the magic sprinkles on her every single morning that she has a fantastic day. And now it's become like, you know, even if the mother is like sleeping and the father is going to drop her, she'll go into the room and she'll say, Mom, my magic sprinkles. And then the mother has to just do this. And then she goes to school. So it's really cute. It's a cute exercise when you involve people. It's just a day to you start make your child feel positive at the beginning of the day. You feel positive. You feel you've set a motion that she's going to have a fantastic day. The author gave us example that when her daughter is driving, she puts magic dust on the car. So if you're driving to work, you're driving anywhere, you can sprinkle it that you have a good day and you drive well. And it so it's a very very beautiful practice. You can put magic dust on the cleaners, on the policemen, on the taxi drivers, on the bus drivers, on anything, postman. I don't know whom, whichever service guys you come across. So find 10 such people and be grateful. See how they have contributed into your life. So, I mean, if it's the electrician or whatever, I know how he's contributed in my life. So you can just go through 10 people whom you don't, I mean, who are not on directly in contact with you types, but you still see them. The other thing that I use this exercise is that when I'm on a walk or I'm on running, whenever I see people, I just keep sprinkling magic dust. And like I've been doing this for the last 3 months on one person who's been on a wheelchair, and last 10 days I've seen him standing and walking. And and every time I sprinkle that, very old gentleman, and he has two helpers with him, and I always send that energy ki these two guys take very good care of him and he's happy. And then suddenly when I've seen him like standing, and the wheelchair is behind, but I see him taking few steps, I'm like, oh my god, is it my magic dust? And I'm like fully lit up in the morning and smiling away. I mean, it is like so funny, but you just feel so good when you see small things like this happening around you. And you can use it. It's a beautiful practice. It's a very very amazing practice. I mean, just be in gratitude, just send good wishes. It's just like a dua, you're giving somebody a blessing or something, and it definitely returns back. It adds a lot of joy into your life. So, I mean, I use my morning walk to do this exercise every day. It's a easy exercise, mental exercise. So I try to do omniver and whatever people I can. I'm not still, I don't really do too much of this, but I do it mentally. And I may not go around and tell people thank you or something, but even if I know there's a lift man and a security guy, mentally I say thank you to all of them. So yeah, so you all can find your ways to sprinkle this magic dust on all the people that you meet henceforth. I was thinking that it's since we have time and the next chapter is pretty small, we'll just take day 11 also today. It's okay with all?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. So, Abhishek, can we shut this recording and start a new recording? So, for anybody who wants to just go back to that particular day's recording,
Okay, I will do this.
thank you.